Hello everybody and welcome back to another Final Cut Pro 10 tutorial. Today I want to show you guys how to do this ink splatter reveal technique. It's super straightforward and I don't want to waste any time, so let's hop right into it. Alright ladies and gentlemen, here we are in Final Cut Pro 10. Before we move any further, you're going to have to go to the link in the description and download the 3 ink splatter files that are in there. You have 3 different ink splatters to work with, so there's a little bit of variety there, which is nice. And once you've downloaded those, go ahead and drag those into your Final Cut event. I've already got mine here. And the next step is to bring in whatever footage you are going to be applying the effect to. So I'm going to start by finding the part of the clip that I want to do the effect on. So I'm going to drag that into my timeline and I'm going to trim out all the parts that I don't want to use. Now to make it more dramatic, I'm going to slow down this clip to 20% speed. And now I'm just going to add a quick color grade using a LUT. If you are interested in this LUT pack, I will link it in the description down below. I'm going to be using this one here called Diesel. Now the next thing you want to do is go ahead to whichever ink splatter you feel will work best on your footage. For me, I think this number 1 will do the trick, and drag it over top of the clip. And now we're just going to trim down the clip underneath so that it lines up with the length of the ink splatter clip. And on the ink splatter, we're going to go into compositing and put on the blend mode called Add. And this basically eliminates the black portion of the ink splatter. And as you can see, it's not exactly where we want it yet. So I'm going to hit the transform tool and just drag it accordingly. And I think that looks all right. And now you'll notice all this excess area here. And all you have to do is go into your generators, grab a custom generator and put it in between the clip and the ink splatter. Now we're going to go into the masks and use the draw mask, drag that onto our generator. And from here, we're just going to draw a simple square around the edge here. Zoom out if you have to. Make sure it's inverted. I'm going to feather inwards, up the fall off just a little bit. And then I'm going to go into the color of the generator and make it white. But what I'm noticing is that it's a little cut off at the start, so what I'll do is I'll go back to my transform tool and drag it over just a touch. That should be pretty good. And I'm going to play that back. And that is essentially how you pull off this effect. As you can see, it's fairly straightforward. It's not too difficult. So what if you want to have 2 clips playing at the same time, both with this effect? Well, that's very easy to do. I'm quickly going to repeat the process on a second clip, but using a different ink splatter this time. But now I want to have both shots on the screen at the same time playing simultaneously. So what I'll do is bring in another custom generator, extend it and make it white. And from here, I'll put each one of these into a compound clip, stack them on top of one another, and use the transform tool to position them accordingly. And whichever clip is on top here, you want to make sure that you add another mask and draw only around the area you want to show on that clip. And now we have both of the clips playing simultaneously with the ink splatter effect. And I think this is a pretty cool effect that you could probably get creative with and use in many different ways. So that is up to you guys to determine what sort of creativity you can bring to it. You can also use the same effect to reveal some text on a background. It is really up to you how you want to use this. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. If you did, then please hit it with the thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe. Like I said, you're not limited to anything I showed you in this tutorial. You can actually use these skills to develop your own techniques and make your own effects. So I hope you guys learned something from that, and leave a comment down below of what videos you guys would like to see in the future, because I would love to hear some of your ideas. But that's it for today, guys, and until next time, peace!